It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these AFC East foes. It's the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins, and it's all up next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Welcome in, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Start up past the 30. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a man who upset the AFC champs in his first career start last year during the regular season. Out of Western Kentucky, here's Mike White.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all.
White going to come out throwing. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands to try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one.
Here's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have taken a two-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown.
Here's White. Open man downfield is Davis. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back.
We'll get it at the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember the offense.
In a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's White. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we...
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says,
Tua to throw again. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defense.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua, and Hill with it over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it. And he gets it done. To play here. Off to an incredible start. Got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws...
Sanders' kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they get the turnover in plus territory. On first down, it's White. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
White's throw.
He said make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness.
Now White. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown. From the gun, it's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or I'm sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He got 29 yards that time.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Mike White scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already rep?
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Out on off. Now White with a first down throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means
3-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced from the 25 on 2nd down. Tua, open man downfield is Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate
the openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 32 yards. And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways.
At the 48-yard line. White. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, 48 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance.
PAT. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this. Take a fourth quarter lead. The play fake, now White. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, 41 yards. And the Jets have taken a fourth quarter lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Dolphins 38. Makes it 3rd down.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield and coverage. 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win.
On 1st down, it's White. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Free. Here's White. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
This to perhaps salt this one away. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that's 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. And this is going to be caught. So in effect, good, but they remain a field goal short as they wind up dropping this one by 3. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.